The Outside from Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities mini-series on Netflix. It's episode 4, I think. I'd say a bit better than Graveyard Rats, which is the least liked now so far. And somewhere behind the first, which was somehow better, I guess. Maybe it's ironic, maybe there's a sardonic take on consumerism, on the silliness of consumers, those of us who buy a lot, too much, on these trends. I think I was reading on in Yuval Harari's Homo Deus, A Brief History of Tomorrow, maybe. Perhaps it was Sapiens, Brief History of Humankind, or even 21 Lessons for the 21st Century. Has 3 major works so far. I think he was on, that's for sure, not I think, he was on Bill Maher's show on Saturday, and they were talking something about a book for children. Maybe I have to check a little. So anyway, on these trends, we would need a few planets. I mean, if we were all to consume like these fellows here, like America, that is the average consumer in the world, will have the same destructive effect on the planet, in that it consumes as much as the American consumer, then we will need a few planets. One wouldn't be enough. So let's not sink into that climate change and will there be a planet. It's hard to know. Being optimistic, yes, there'll be solutions, but again, on current patterns, the horror from these episodes in the miniseries is justified. There would be no demons, maybe, except, again, this one. So we have this woman who was not satisfied with the way she looks. She is mocked by her colleagues, which are monsters. This, come to think of it, could be one element in Guillermo del Toro that we can recognize somehow, interpret. So those monsters which shape of water, and then mocked human, the woman who falls in love with a monster from the water, monster that as it happens is a good fellow. So dismissing those apparitions could at the same time force us to say, okay, but there will be real monsters, like those of us who keep harassing, keep putting down others, which happens to our protagonist, to the extent where she's taking up this cream advertised on television by Dan Stevens. He plays a salesman. Go ahead, use this. You must use it. It's itching. Well, that's because it works. There will be a different you, and so on. So that's a good sign of the episode. We can again see some meaning there. I mean, stop buying all this crap. Much of it doesn't work. The effect of a large proportion is toxic. It makes monsters out of you. Our woman, spoiler alert, becomes somebody else. She does have this dark streak. I mean, she's shooting this poor duck, stuffing it, and presenting it as a gift to one of those other women colleagues at the local bank. Freaks, all, we could say. And at the same time, normal people, Trump voters on the line. And normally in that we see them around. This is typical human being with a lot of shortcomings. Well, in conclusion, not overwhelming, but somewhat interesting.